Hello, I'm Mr. Douglas from Manorside Academy. Welcome to this guide on how to upload photos of your work using Microsoft Teams and Microsoft OneNote from a phone or tablet. As you'll see, it only takes a few minutes using the device to do it, and it means your teacher can give you feedback or marking to help you improve your work without you needing a tablet at home. Once you've done some of these setup steps, it'll be even easier the second time. First, make sure you've downloaded and installed the Microsoft Teams and Microsoft OneNote apps. You'll need both of them. Only continue this video when you have both. If you can't download the apps, there's a problem for some reason, I've added how to do it using your phone's web browser near the end of this video. So first of all, we're going to go into Teams. Now we need to sign into Microsoft Teams using the username and password provided by the school. It looks a lot like an email address and ends with @ma for Manorside Academy .pupil.work. So that's @ma.pupil.work. There should be a username in front of the @ symbol. Once you've pressed through the welcome guide, you will then have a screen like this. You can access your assignments at the bottom. We'll then choose our year group. You'll usually only have one option here, and press next. Now you can see the assignments that I've got, one that I haven't completed for yesterday on this dummy account, and some that are for today. Now the one for today I'm going to click on first, I'll press on, and you can see some instructions. Now you would read the instructions for the task here, but obviously this is a dummy one. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit and you can see there's two files here, a model paragraph, so an example of what you need to do, and a notebook file with the N symbol there. And that's where we're being asked to complete our work. So we're going to click on the notebook. And that will then load up the notebook using your OneNote app. Now the first time you use it, you'll need to sign in again with the same username details as you had for Microsoft Teams. And it will take a minute or two for it to load up. Then you'll be able to access this work. If it doesn't go straight into the work, you can go back to Teams and press it again to load up the correct piece. Now underneath the further instructions, which are a little bit more detailed than what was in the assignment, we can enter in our student work. Now this could be typed, so on a device where you've got a keyboard, you may want to type it. You may even like to type it on your phone, as long as you're careful with your typing and autocorrect. However, it's probably quicker to use a photo of your work. So that's what we're going to use here. So I'm going to click on the camera symbol, which was just above the keyboard, and then I take a new picture. If I'd already taken a picture, I could use image from gallery. So I'm going to take a new picture. And you can see I've put myself in a nice bright room. I've got my camera lined up nice and straight over the phone. I'm not leaned too far so that the camera changes orientation. I need to zoom out myself, bring myself out enough so I can get the whole piece of work in. Okay, having taken the photo, I'm just going to have a quick look. Does it look good enough? Has it got all the key details in? Slightly cut off the one at the bottom left there, but I think I'm happy with that. If I'd made a mistake, I could press the delete button at the top and then discard. But actually I'm happy with this image, so I'm going to cancel that and press done. So because this is a two-page piece of work, I'm going to go back across here, clicking on the next to the piece I've already put in, and I'm going to insert another picture. Flip my book over to the second page. Do the same again, making sure I've got a nice image with all of my work in it. And when I'm happy, I can press done. Fantastic. We've now got our work uploaded for our teacher to be able to mark and assess. The next step we'll need is to go back and hand the work in. So we go back to Teams, and you can see the option at the top right there saying hand in. So if I hand that work in now, it will appear in my teacher's assignment list showing this work is ready to be marked. Now, not every piece of work you may hand in on time. So if you have handed it in late, you may want to tell your teacher to go and look for it. And you can do that through chat. So we're going to exit that part. We'll go back into Teams at the bottom here. And then we're going to go into our chat. And you can see I've already done this, but I could go on and write a message and say I've finished my work. And the teacher will then know to go back and check that piece that they'd expected already to be finished. You could also send an email on Purple Mash to your teacher. And once this work has been marked, you can go back to the assignments and the marking will be under completed work. So you can click into this piece of work and see what comments they've put in for you. Okay, I did promise near the beginning that we'd work out how to do this using a browser. So if you haven't been able to download the app, which is the easiest way to do it, but obviously not every single device is going to work, we can go back to our web browser and we'll need to go to office.com. When we go to office.com, we'll find the Teams app amongst the apps listed. And what you'll probably find quite quickly is it comes up with an error message because it doesn't like the mobile browser, just like this. And then we can choose to go into the desktop site. So just by clicking the ellipsis at the top right, and then scrolling down and finding desktop sites tick box. When we tick that, it will reload the site as though you were operating from a larger device. And you shouldn't have the same problem. So that's now loading it. Here's one I loaded earlier, just to show you. And you can see it looks like it's missized. Ooh, it's reloading again. And it's looking a little bit small, so I can zoom in if I need to. Benefit of having a phone. I can go into my class and access my assignments. And you can now see what the teacher view looks like. I can see how many pupils have handed in the work that's been set. So it's a new thing, so most of them, as you can see, haven't yet handed them in, brand new today. But that's how you access it from a browser if you can't access it using the apps. As I said, if you can, use the OneNote and Microsoft Teams apps. Obviously rewatch this video if you get stuck on any part. And if you're really stuck and you cannot work out what to do, then contact the school or you can email your teacher using Purple Mash email. I hope that's been helpful. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.